Hey, good afternoon. It's Alan Fremont live right here in the KLAK studios, a little bit after 1 o'clock here on this Thursday. And joining me today, I've got the mayor of McKinney. Sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Alan?
Man, I'm doing very well. I don't know if you've looked, but outside we've kind of had some snow the last couple of days. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed a little bit of snow and some freezing weather.
Boy, I tell you what, right now it's 26 degrees, but it feels like it's 13 outside. So we're almost at the end of it, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. But us North Texas, man, we're not really used to all this kind of stuff.
No, this is different. I was born in New Jersey, and I remember weather like this slightly, I guess. But gosh, I moved to Texas 30 plus years ago to be out of that.
I think the last time we had snow, I think was maybe 5 years ago. I think it was maybe 2015, 2016. I think the last one, it was in March too, because I remember it. So it was pretty crazy stuff.
That was crazy.
So how's your sledding these days? You pretty good at sledding down these hills or anything like that? Or?
I tell you, my grandson and granddaughter and my son are fantastic at sledding. I elected to preserve my back and fragile older body these days, and I didn't go sledding.
Very good. Hey, listen, I heard a rumor last night did you and Maylee play at Cross Point Church?
We did. That was, I was trying to kick off our new, just ahead of spring tour. And so I booked us at the Cross Point Church to play for the seniors that were relocated over there. And that was our big opening gig of the tour. Of course, it was a short tour. It started and ended there. But,
very nice. So it was like Mckinney Unplugged, almost like MTV Unplugged, maybe McKinney Unplugged.
It was great. We knew the seniors had been, our fire department, who's, by the way, just phenomenal through all of this, relocated seniors from a care facility that had no heat, no power. Cross Point Church set all of that up so quickly and wonderfully. And so we thought, let's go over and see if they'd like to hear a little acoustic live music, and they did. So we jumped over and did that, and it was a beautiful thing because not only did we get to play and share music, but afterward we talked with all of the seniors there and got to hear stories and really cool stuff. It was a beautiful night.
How's everybody doing over there? Pretty good, I guess, right? Spirits are up a little bit, I'm assuming.
They are. Of course, there's some concern. They're not used to being away from their home, the home being, of course, the care facility now.
Yeah.
But they were certainly loving being in a warm environment. And the volunteers at Cross Point, the people that were there, our city staff that was there, just kind and compassionate. So I know they were pretty happy about it.
Very nice. So you got your little partner there, huh?
I do. I got a partner with my power on now. So.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So, hey, that's pretty cool what Cross Point's doing over there, because I mean, that's, I know they're a church and everything, but that, what a great way to open up for the community, especially the seniors, the most vulnerable.
No doubt. And they're one of several. The First Methodist opened their place up at the hub. Our McKinney Boyd High School opened up for a shelter, of course, Salvation Army, just a number of places. And I'll tell you, Alan, what's been really, really great to watch is all the people in the community coming together. I mean, I put out an email or a post rather, and I set up an email help at such and such, and hundreds of people have responded, not just with the needs, which is what we were asking for, but also willingness to help and identifying resources they had. And to see what people have done, I'm telling you, it would bring tears to your eyes. It's just been incredible acts of kindness.
Yeah, I've been seeing some stuff on social media too. People, giving up their space heaters and their generators and their cords. I mean, whatever they can give
tanks. Yeah, driving to Dallas to get oxygen tanks to bring back to people that need them, and space heaters to 80-year-old elderly people with cancer and, fighting disease on top of fighting, cold water and ability to be warm. So it's been really, truly a very moving experience.
It's kind of a shame, though. Sometimes it takes something like this, then you start seeing people really come together. I wish we could do this mostly every day, right?
It's of course, as we all know, there's no reason that we can't.
Right.
It's just a choice that seems to get made, and that's unfortunate. And social media has been fantastic in helping me get the word out and to get help. usually, as you know, social media is not always that
Right.
platform used for that kind of thing. It's become something different too often. But yes, it is refreshing to see things like this when people come together, and hopefully we can all kind of take a note and put it on our mirror and say, you know what, we don't have to wait for a crisis. Let's just be that way now.
That's right.
All the time.
That's right. I think tomorrow, I think it's supposed to warm up a
Sorry
little
for
bit.
my.
No, you're fine. Tomorrow, yeah, you should see my house. My house is like a zoo, man. No, so it's not bad. So, I mean, yeah, tomorrow's supposed to even warm up a little bit more, which is going to make it easier, easier on everyone. But it is nice to see the community come together. And how can anybody, I know you sent out that blast, but how can anybody, respond to that?
So help@mayorfuller.com I set that separate email up just because.
Okay, I believe we lost the good mayor there for a split second.
Yeah.
And I think he's back.
Yeah, help@mayorfuller.com. And I set up that separate email so it wouldn't, those emails wouldn't come amongst all of my other emails, which right now I put everything on hold, and I just want to deal with critical needs. So if anyone's got a need, please. I mean, we've been out this morning delivering water, delivering firewood. So if you need something, let us know, and we will get right out to you. And we've got plenty of people wanting to help.
I love that. So you got the email set up. So anyone needs help, or anybody maybe wants to volunteer, or maybe they got resources, they all can band together and help you out too as well.
And I had a guy this morning. I put out a request, see if I can get some help. We were dealing with something else over in a home that still had no power, and a gentleman immediately jumped in his truck. His name is Ray Dryer. I'm going to call him out, and he drove out over to a small business in downtown McKinney that was wanting to open, but they're, all these elderly or women that were, that work there for the salon. And he shoveled all the snow, cleared a parking lot, cleared the pathway so they could, number one, get in, but so they might have a chance of customers today. And, it's been everything from that to delivering food and water to someone that's been without it for a day or two.
Let me tell you, we just got our power at home. I think it was yesterday, midday, maybe like that. And it went out like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. And I tell you, we get a little spoiled, because when you don't have any power, man, it's like, right? It's a whole different world.
It's a whole different world. And imagine for some that they have no power. And then, of course, that means no heat, which then means potentially frozen pipes, especially if you're in an older home. Mm-hmm. And then that means no water. And then pipes that are busted. And as it starts to thaw a little bit, water starts flooding a home. I mean, the problems are compounded. And maybe you're in all of that situation, and you're elderly and not able to drive yourself, or you have a vehicle that's not able to get around in the conditions that there are. So just, I know that there's a lot of people without power, and you and I have been some of those for periods of time, but we're surviving it, and we can. Yep. It's easier for us, but imagine some of the people and conditions that are out there that get compounded and compounded and compounded. And that are more vulnerable, not as able. So,
yeah. If you see somebody in your neighborhood, maybe it's always a good time to get to know your people in your neighborhood too. Maybe go knock on a couple doors, make sure everyone's okay. Just double check, introduce yourself.
We've encouraged people to do that because imagine you may, we have cell phones, and some people can go out their car and charge it if they don't have power. Yeah. But imagine again, maybe somebody older that power's been out, can't charge the phone is dead. And they have a need. Maybe they're not able to get up, and they haven't had water or food, or can't get to a restroom, for a day. So get out, knock on doors, and just even if they don't have to answer the door, just yell in, "Hey, is everything okay? Are you okay?" And boy, and people have been doing that. So it's been great to see.
Lets them know that people care,
Well, and I want to shout out to. I've got a group of volunteers that have been at this since day one. The Perrys, Al Perry, Lisa Perry. Really from day one, they've been sitting in front of a laptop, whether it be by candlelight or whatever, and taking in these emails as they come in and helping organize them, and then pairing up resources with needs, and literally nonstop. Lisa Perry hasn't left in front of a computer for 2.5, 3 days now.
Right.
So I want to shout out to them, because without them, it would be really, really hard to organize all of these things.
Well, people that are watching right now, by the way, we're live on Facebook and our YouTube channel too. So if you're watching this live right now, you can reshare this video and just kind of spread it out a little bit. One more time on that email, George.
help@mayorfuller.com.
Okay, help at mayorfuller.com. Anything else you want to add to anything else you want to?
I want to just, as I've been doing a lot because they deserve far more than I can even do, is our fire department, our police department.
Yeah.
They have been working nonstop. Truly, imagine all the things they're dealing with. First, they have the job that they do just to serve. Excuse me. Oh, almost lost you. To serve and protect and provide life safety. Then we put on top of that the pandemic and vaccinations because things didn't roll out the way that everyone thought they would on the federal state level,
Right.
for many reasons. But they step into that role, and then this power outage and ice storm and moving. Relocating seniors and vulnerable people to warming shelters and going and cutting off water and flooding homes, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And they work these shifts, double shifts, triple shifts, and then they're emailing or calling me saying or texting me saying, "Hey, George, we just got off work. What can we do? What can we do? We've got time to volunteer and help."
Yeah.
And people really need to know, and I want them to know, that our fire department has been unbelievable. Our police department responding in the same way, and that's a special thing because again, it's people may say, "Oh, well, that's what they're paid to do." Yeah, let me tell you, no one is paid enough to work the extent they are and burn the candle at both ends. But I'm not even. It's way beyond that. When they're getting off the clock, they're helping and volunteering.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed in my neighborhood a couple of times they've come out and they just do some wellness checks for some people that are older people living down there. So they just,
I have been getting emails today and from people saying, "Hey, just want you to know, someone from the city called. Someone from the fire department called to check on me." How nice that was to hear a voice and somebody concerned, and that's what they've been doing, and it's just great. People should know that. And if you see a fireman out there, stop and say, yell to him, "Hey, thank you, man. Know everything you've been doing." And same with the police.
yeah, when things start kind of de-icing around here, buy them a cup of coffee, a donut, a soda, something, lunch, Chick-fil-A, anything, just.
Yeah, they're truly, truly, truly going above and beyond, doing superhuman things and doing it because they care. They care.
So are you finding maybe, are you guys like needing toiletries, water, food? I mean, anything else that kind of sticks out that you may be really needing right now?
We're getting, there's certainly going to continue to be the need for water, because even as power's coming back on, there's people that have been with broken pipes now that don't have water. So we certainly still have the need for water. And if anyone happens to have additional water, because you can't find it so readily at the stores right now, I still have a supply of some. I just delivered some this morning. But anyone that has water that wants to donate it, that would be great.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. One more time on that email. I know it sounds like I'm hammering it in.
No. Help@mayorfuller.com.
Well, actually, we're going to reshare that too on our Facebook and our platforms as well. So you guys watching live right now, you can do the same thing and meet the needs of these seniors. They really need our help, and just not just the seniors, but maybe moms with babies, diapers. I mean, anything. Just
oh man, we've just things like delivering boiling water when people had no power to be able to make formula for their babies. And I tell you, there's no better feeling than some woman with a newborn or young baby opens the door, blankets wrapped around them, and you're able to hand them a thermos of boiling water that they can now go in and make formula and see tears in her eyes. I mean, there's nothing more rewarding than that.
So I say, let's get it together, Collin County, McKinney area, now all the surrounding areas watching right now. Let's help our neighbor in need, and let's meet the need. And one more thing before I let you go. On a lighter note, how was the audition of the band last night? Was it pretty good? I mean, you good to go?
We showed up. Of course, as I said, it was kicking off our big tour. Oddly, Alan, there was no green room. There wasn't a opening band. No, it was. I was expecting fog machines and lights and the whole thing, and no, nothing. It was we showed up and it was different than any other tour we've ever kicked off. But all that joking aside, it was actually probably the most rewarding performance, if you will. I don't consider it performance, but most rewarding hour, whatever it was, of playing music that I've had in a long time. Because
it's fun, was it? Like an old campfire sing-along type thing, right?
Campfire sing-along, and they had been there, and we didn't know this going in, but they've been sitting there for a couple of days, and Crosspoint was doing everything they could to entertain them. But having being able to go in and play and them hearing some music, and then getting to go around talk, it was just something different, broke up the monotony. And so for us, I'll say it was more rewarding than when we opened for Ted Nugent in Austin at a big rally. So
there you go.
and that was
Sorry, Ted.
60,000 people, but I prefer the 25 people last night.
Hey, before I let you go, one more time on that email. How can people help out?
Help at mayorfuller.com. Help, just
Hey,
help, help and if you remember the Beatles song, help, and and what we all want to do right now is help, and at mayorfuller.com.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Say hi to Maylee for us, and you guys again. Thank goodness for what you guys do here in the area, and we'll help get the word out, and let's help meet the needs here.
Well, thank goodness that all the people out there doing what they're doing. So we're one teeny spoke in a huge wheel of grateful or people wanting to give back. So,
all right, brother. Well, be safe out there and stay warm, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
Thanks, man. Thank you guys for all you're doing. Bye-bye.
There you go. Hey, that was a lot of fun visiting with the mayor, George Fuller. So yeah, you can help out. We'll also blast out this video right now. Will be, if you can, reshare it out to all your friends and your buddies, and help meet the needs. This shelter for seniors going on over there at Cross Point Church and surrounding churches here in the area. So yeah, again, thank you guys for what you do out there, and because UK Lakers, you guys are number one. Take care and stay warm. Talk to you later.